What up, what up, what up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Your boy just welcome back to another Madden video. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. So, as you guys can see from the title of the video, there's been some controversy that has been going on in the Madden community the past couple days, and I want to go ahead and give my thoughts on everything. And for those of you who don't know the controversy, we're about to go on ahead and get into it right now. But I do hope you guys had yourself a good holiday, a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully, you know, you were lucky enough to have some friends and family by your side that you was able to spend it with. And if you were, cherish those moments, man, because every Thanksgiving that goes by is there's probably going to be less and less people you're going to be able to celebrate those moments with, man. So definitely don't take it for granted. We got Christmas coming up as well, so yeah, definitely try to cherish these special moments that every year that goes by we get older, and the older we get, the less and less people that you have around you. So cherish these moments. And if you don't have anybody around you for the holiday season, GS is here. Celebrate with me. I'll be here for you whenever you need me. So the other day we had a massive storm that brewed up again in the Madden community, and it all started with Ben Kurt, who went ahead and, for those of you who don't know, former NFL player, now kind of turned into a content creator, has been streaming Madden, who is pretty much sponsored by them. And there was a clip surfacing online of him getting grants of like damn near an entire team, like literally thousands and thousands of dollars worth of content just given to him. I have been in a position where I have spent a lot of money on this game. Obviously, I don't do that anymore, but back in the day when I found the game way more enjoyable, I was buying every single bundle that came out, and we spent a ridiculous amount of money. Back in, you guys know the Lizard Squad, every Saturday we went ahead and was opening bundles like crazy and all that stuff. And it's expensive. So I know in order to get the type of loot he was given, thousands and thousands. We're talking $3,000 to $5,000 it would take to be able to get the items he was just, given. So, I have my thoughts on that as well, and we're going to get into everything. I saw it on Twitter, and I don't go on Twitter often. I don't know. I'm going to start going there more often. Definitely, if you guys want to go on ahead and hit me with the follow, like I'll if I tweet something out, I'll get couple hundred views, kind of like my YouTube channel. That's what happens when you don't use it for years. People stop paying attention, and rightfully so. That's my bad. So we got to work our way back up. But anyone, for the first few days this video is up, anybody that wants to go on ahead and tweet me, and it's at Mr. Golden Sports. We're actually going to showcase the clip real quick. But if you guys want to tweet me, Mr. Golden Sports, right there, Mr. Golden Sports is the Twitter, and just hit me with the hashtag IGUF. I got you, fam. Anyone that hits me with the hashtag, just tweet me IGUF. We're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna hit you with a follow. We're gonna follow anybody that hits me with this. The first 2 days this video is up, it's probably gonna be 10-15 people. But hey, 10-15 people is more activity than I've had on Twitter the past few years, because like I said, I rarely use it. So we're gonna get back into the swing of things, trying to get active, and maybe if I post something, I'll get more than 15 views. So follow you back, and anytime you want to go on ahead and DM me about anything, hey, when's the next video? Hey, how do you stop this? Hey, when's the next time you going live? All that good stuff, hit me up. So anyone, just go ahead and tweet me IGUF hashtag IGUF. Going to go ahead and hit you back with a follow because I appreciate y'all. But so this right here was the clip. Let's take a look at the opening tweet first. Let's go ahead and pause this real quick. So it starts off with GutFox. Now, I don't have much interactions with GutFox. I don't have much interactions with people in the Madden community in general. Like, I really just don't watch Madden content like that as far as when it comes to like YouTube and stuff like that. I prefer watching things on Twitch. And when I do watch things on Twitch, you know, I prefer watching squads gameplay over head to head. You know, I'm weird. I know. Don't judge me. It's just, you know, what I prefer to watch. It's more so my thing, more enjoyable to me. So if I am on Twitch, I'm usually watching one of the squads people I follow. I definitely watch some people head to head, but not too much head to head because I don't know. Head to head to me is just stagnant. A lot of people are in the same things, and that's what I dislike about Madden. But that's a whole nother video on the way the game became, and you can't blame people for running what works. I just hate that only a couple formations are going to be successful for people. Back in my day, when I was coming into the Madden scene, Madden 12, Madden 13, Madden 25, everybody had their own scheme. Everybody could be successful with their own formations, their own style, their own schemes, their own plays. Everyone ran different stuff, but now everyone is just a bunch of X-Nasty or some type of trips formation or a lot of the same things, nickel 3-3 or some type of nickel double A gap. Like everyone is in the same things. Like imagine just playing Street Fighter and you're fighting Ken. It gets boring after a while. You know, it's unfortunate, but you can't blame the players because people are going to run what works. If field goal block was the best defense in the game, you best believe I'd be in field goal block. It is what it is. People are going to run what gives them the best chance to be successful. I just hate that it's primarily the same few formations. If I streamed 6 hours of head-to-head, which I've done plenty of times, I'll go and rank the event on the last day because I'm lazy and I don't play throughout the season, so I always cram it the very last day of the season. It's just a bunch of X-Nasty that I'm facing every single play, and it just, I don't know, it gets boring. But anyways, nonetheless, I don't have many interactions with GutFox, but every time I do come across his stuff, he's incredible. He's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. I once was, many moons ago, a high voice of the community. That obviously is no longer a thing. You know, me with my lack of activity has definitely put me way down. So my voice isn't looked or isn't sought after as it once was. But a lot of people look for GutFox for his voice and his opinion, and you know, rightfully so, well earned. You know, he's worked very hard, and again, I don't watch much Madden content creators like that, but every time I do come across GutFox is always amazing. Like I've never watched a GutFox clip and been disappointed. You know, he's incredible. He's absolutely incredible. One thing I will say about our community is, although me personally, I don't watch a lot of people like that. I'm old, you know, I have a very small bubble of people I enjoy, but our content creators are incredible, you know, like absolutely incredible. You know, you have W, who's incredible, you have Xerxes, incredible, you have GutFox, who's incredible, you have, you know, one of my personal favorites. Like I love Giamaya. I know he gets a lot of hate, but he's one of my personal favorites. I love watching Giamaya, and there's a lot of, like, our content creators are incredible. Like we have such great entertaining content creators, a lot of different flavors. But anyways, this clip right here, tweeted out by GutFox. This is when I first you know, came across it. This is what I'm talking about. The people at EA get feedback from, like, Kurt Benkert, get granted cards and don't have to grind, while the rest of you poors have to pay EA. This is a big reason why MUT is so disconnected from the actual user base. Bad job at Madden Bible, who's Kurt Benkert goes on ahead and shouts out for giving him pretty much this loot. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the clip.
Ooh. Yes, sir.
Now, this guy right here, at the time alone, someone did the math, and unless you got lucky and pulled him, it took somewhere around $1,500-$1,700 worth of opening content to earn him, unless you got lucky and pulled him. You needed the golden boats, and they did the math, and it was very expensive. Very, like, thousands of dollars in order to get this item right here alone.
Yes, sir. Ew. Oh my God. They've created a monster. They've created a monster, chat.
Now you see all the items he was just given. Now, my thoughts on it is a lot of people are having hatred towards Kurt, and I think it's unnecessary hatred towards him. He doesn't deserve the hatred he's getting. Realistically, who would turn down being giving these crazy items? Everyone watching this video would take it, right? There's not a single person that would say no. Like, hey, would you like $4,500 worth of content? No one's gonna say no. He did do a couple things unfortunately wrong here, in my opinion. One is opening everything up on stream. He was already streaming when it happened. He was in regs, and we're going to get into that in a second. And then he jumped on MUT, and all this stuff was there. Should have just put a screen up, got everything, backed out. Nobody saw it. Of course, they would have questioned why he got all the stuff, considering he doesn't do MUT. But, I mean, at that point, you kind of just keep it to yourself and just be like, hey, listen, I had to go on ahead and do some things, open a couple packs, do what I got to do to get these cards, something. He's kind of boasting, and I think that is what a lot of people don't like. You can see how he's just like overly animated with being given the items and stuff like that. But again, I think the hatred towards him is in the wrong direction. It needs to be put towards EA and the way they've always dealt with things. Many moons ago, I was the only person who sparked an outrage. This was Madden. Again, this was when I actually had a voice in the community, and people actually cared about what I said back in the day. Man, this was so long ago. This was, I want to say, Madden. Maybe 2021. No, I don't even think 21. I had to be like Madden 19 or somewhere like around the lines of there. But pretty much I found out that EA have given a lot of the free games away to 2K players, and I was livid. I went on Twitter and I caused the scene, and a lot of people kind of didn't understand my thought process on it. Of course, you're going to get hit with, well, they're trying to branch out and make the game bigger. Why would they use you to promote the game when the people who watch you already buy the game? They're just trying to showcase their product to a newer audience, which I get. I understand that. But you got to take care of your own people first. And this was the exact same verbatim, the exact same scenario I used back then. And I remember tweeting this out. And it's like, imagine, you follow your favorite rapper. Let's say you are a Jay-Z fan, which I am. I buy all his products. I buy his cologne. I buy his clothes. I purchase his albums. I purchase his books, like all full out support. He is my favorite rapper. I do everything I can do to support him, and I go on ahead and just buy everything. You find out he has a concert in your city and they're giving out free tickets, and they say, hey, him right there, don't give him a ticket. He's going to buy one anyways. Let's give tickets to people who have no idea who Jay-Z is so they can learn about him. I feel like that's a slap in the face. To sit here and tell me, hey, don't give him one because he's going to get it anyways. I feel like that's what EA did back then by not hooking up their own community and giving out the game for free, massive amounts of codes to people in the 2K community, and they were going crazy and they were gifted games, but we were not. How do you not take care of us first? We're the one. I understand you want to branch out. I get that. Understandable, as you should. You should want this game to be bigger. But how do you not take care of your own people first? How do you not come to the people who are promoting your game on a daily basis and people that are putting clips out when it's the off season, people who are playing your game, not just when it's brand new for a week, because it's the new thing, when they're doing it week in and week out, the people that are funding your pockets and buying your packs and creating content and putting, millions and millions and millions of views out there, and the outreach of our content is actually getting new people as well. How do you not take care of us first? I felt like that was wrong. I felt like that was disrespectful to all the hardworking people back then who were creating content, and you just give it away to other people and you don't look out for us first. I don't know. And I was one of the few people, I remember for sure, I was the first one who was like, what the hell is going on? This is wrong. And it started a whole thing, and a lot of people told me I was wrong because they wanted to branch out. I was like, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get where I'm coming from. They're wrong in this situation, in my opinion. And here, I feel like just giving something to Kurt for free and not, looking out for their own people first, I feel like could have just been done, differently. When, again, you do have people like Gut Fox. You do have people like, MMG, he still does stuff. I don't know if Toke still does Madden. I'm pretty sure he does. I stopped for a long time, so I don't know. But, look on the Twitch scene. You got people like Problem and Dubby and K-Mac and Dreeny and all these people. And, how come you don't give them anything first? How come you're not taking care of your own people who has been there for years and years and years? Like, if this happened for Gut Fox, we would have been extremely happy, right? Well deserved. This man is creating content every single day. Why not allow him to promote the new content to his viewers? Because he puts in that work every single day. And again, I feel like Kurt took the brash of the negativity for, no reason. The hatred shouldn't go towards him. It should go towards EA for doing exactly what it is they did. Exactly the same thing they did back then with the whole 2K community, giving them codes and not taking care of their own people first. If you're going to do favors for others, why don't you look out for your own people first and then let it trickle down, because then it makes sense. But let's take a look at the actual clip of his actual stream of when it happened, and just pay attention to the chat here.
Dabaruski.
He just finishes a head-to-head game, and now he's going to go on ahead and go into mud.
Don't worry, guys. We got throat drops on the way.
Wrong button there.
Throat drops on the way. All right, let's get to it.
Dang it, wrong button again.
Let's
there we go.
Get into this.
Okay, so this is him logging into MUT, and this is the actual clip again of. And now Kurt is new to MUT because he always just plays head-to-head.
I'm not accepting friend requests, guys. All right.
Not even accepting friend requests. Right. He's a busy man when it comes to, here,
Appreciate you guys being
here. But
here.
just pay attention to the chat. Here we go.
Game against the Bears.
And this is him receiving this exact same clip that we saw Gut Fox, put up there.
Ooh. 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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ooh. Oh my God.
And this reaction is kind of unfortunately him kind of just like, it just rubs me the wrong way. It's kind of like throwing it in people's faces. You see people saying like how, where, and again, it's not nothing to do with him. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He promotes the game as best as he can. He actually has very good content. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't enjoy his content. Whenever I come across it on Twitter, if I see a quick clip of him breaking stuff down with his knowledge of actual football, I thoroughly enjoy it. He breaks it down at a mindset of an actual quarterback, and it's fascinating to see and listen. I always enjoy, if I come across a piece of his content, I check it out, because it's not just how I would just throw a bubble, and because it's a cover two and I know it's going to get open, he breaks down, at like the highest level of things to look out for on, you know, defense and check downs and hot reads and protection schemes. And he brings the NFL logic to Madden, and he breaks it down, and it's fascinating to listen to. It's fascinating to watch. Again, I thoroughly enjoy his content. I actually do. I just feel like it's kind of like rubbing it in people's faces. You know, like that should not have been done. This, again, should have been done off stream. No one should have been able to see this, because it's going to create an outrage for people, because I got Deion Sanders on my team. And you know what I had to do to get Deion? I had to spend a whole lot of coins. And how did I get those coins? I don't spend money on the game. It takes me hundreds of hours in order to be able to accumulate that many coins. I have to play game after game after game after game after game in order to have a very high-end MUT team. There's two options. You spend a lot of money, and in return, that is going to save you a lot of time. Or you spend a lot of time, and in return, that is going to save you a lot of money. The amount of time I have to spend on this game to be able to keep up with the content is ridiculous. There is so much amount of time I have to put on this game just so I could get the new cornerback that's coming out 2 weeks from now that I don't even know. But when he does drop, he's going to be expensive, and I need the coins to be able to get him. So the amount of coins I needed to get Deion was absurd. I spent a lot for him, and then I spent a lot to get this guy and a lot to get that guy, as we all do, right? All the players that we get, either you spend a lot of time, or maybe you find a little medium where you do a little bit of both, but it's just impossible to get a high-end MUT team and doing neither. You can't just do neither and be able to compete at the highest level in this game, because content continues to come out, players continue to get outdated. The person that you spend 4.5 million coins on, like I purchased Rod Woodson for 4.5 when he came out, 3 weeks ago, or whenever he dropped the signature series, and I sold them the day Lester Hayes came out, and I got 700K for him. It's like the value of things go down so ridiculously quick. The let me matter of fact, let me show you guys this guy right here. Let's go back, go to our Xbox here, go to our lineup. This guy right here, I went and I played, and I earned him in the champion reward for ranked. This Devin White, and it took me about 25 games of rank to be able to get him. And within him dropping, the day I took the pack, they already dropped somebody better. Team of the week of the Raiders D tackle that they already dropped. So I didn't even really get to use Wyatt because they dropped somebody better. Was it Mac? I ended up selling him. I ended up selling him and didn't even play a single game. Why? Because I feel like they dropped somebody even better in Zadarius Smith, who's a better at D tackle than the guy that I had, which was what was his name? Collins. Collins literally didn't play a single snap for me. I got him the day he dropped, didn't even play a single snap because better content came out, and I took Wyatt at D tackle, and he's already outdated. RG3 was about to be 10 million the day he came out, but then they dropped Shador. So instead of 10 million, top 100 RG3 is now being bought at about 8 million, 7 mil or something like that. And now because of Tebow that came out for free, and now Josh Allen and all the other, I believe this card is less than 3 mil now. He's 3 mil because content comes out so quick. There are people that bought this card for 7 million and they've already lost 50%, 55% of the value within a week. It's crazy how things fluctuate and how quick things go on ahead and just change. It's crazy, but nonetheless, let's go back.
They've created a monster.
Let's take a look at his chat here.
They've created a monster, chat. Customer service going crazy.
Customer service going
Hey,
crazy.
shout out to Farls. Shout out to Farles. Thank you so much for getting this done before we went live. Yes. Yes. We're here, chat. We are here.
Wow. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong. Who isn't going to go on ahead and accept all of these things, for free? It's EA. It's the company that they are, and they continue to do things like this that's going to spark an outrage. If you are going to do someone a favor like this, you have to make sure it's not shown on stream. The fact that this wasn't talked behind closed doors, like, listen, this is the favor we're going to do for you. You cannot let people see this drop. You cannot, because this is something that we're giving to you for free that everyone else in the world has to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, or they have to put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours playing the game to be able to get what we're just giving you in a blink of an eye. And that wasn't talked about. And then, they got into it even more. I did feel like Gutfox did use the B word on Kurt, which I felt like was a little, a little wild. But they've been going back and forth for a while between. Let's see if I could actually find the tweet here. My man Gutfox here, and they went. I probably need to go to Ben Kurt's tweets and him actually responding. See what he says here. Yeah, I agree with W here. Like, him getting, the free card, he does promote the game and stuff like that. Again, Kurt isn't doing anything wrong. It's just the gloating is a little excessive. I do agree with that. It should have been done behind closed doors. But again, I just feel like the outrage needs to be put towards EA and not Kurt as an individual. I can't find it. I'm not sure, but they got it. They went into it back and forth, and at the end of the day, it's an unfortunate situation for anyone that has to sit here, and they put in so much time and effort into the game. And I've been on both spectrums of spending thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to be able to have a high-end team. And now I'm on the other side where, I don't invest. I don't, do very well when it comes to working the market. I just play this game a lot, enough to where I can continuously try and upgrade my team with being successful at the game and just winning a lot, playing the events, getting cards and selling them from the events and getting my coins and stuff like that. But, what are your thoughts and opinions on the whole situation? There's just a lot of feedback of negativity going around, and it's just because EA, again, they going ahead and they do, something like that right in front of everybody, which is just, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's the same scenario with 2K way back many moons ago when I went ahead and I said, you guys are absolutely wrong. Instead of looking out for your own people first, you went ahead and hooked up everyone from 2K isn't coming to me and saying, hey, here's the game. Why don't you promote our 2K game for your Madden fan base? No other body's coming to me and giving me free games. I wouldn't say no. If 2K came to me and be like, hey, would you like this game? I'm absolutely take it. But it would be the same scenario where I would hope they would look out for their own people first before looking out and trying to reach out to a whole nother community. When you have people in your own community doing everything we need to try and play this game and promote this game as best as we can, because at the end of the day, one thing brings us together, and it's this game of Madden. We all love football. We all love Madden, whether we like it or hate it, or at the end of the day, we all play this game. We all enjoy it at some degree. We do it every single day. And for you to reach out to somebody who, again, he's not going to decline it, but he actually did say, I don't have the time to grind And that's where Gut Fox went off saying, you're going to go on ahead and throw it in our faces that basically you don't have time to grind. So they give you all this stuff. But what about every other person that doesn't have the time to grind, but they want to play MUT? They want to enjoy it. They're not giving anything for free. Really quickly before we end, I remember Zan was talking about it himself, and Zan went ahead and said that he was given items before when he was in their clique and in their circle, and he was working with them. But he was told he could not use those items in head-to-head. So, like, if he was given the new LTD Barry Sanders, he was not allowed to use that in a head-to-head game because they told him it gave him an unfair advantage. And people who earned them outright shouldn't go against someone who was given to them. And Zan tweeted out, I'm okay with him getting cards, but he better not be able to play them in head-to-head, because when I was given stuff, I was told I could not participate in any head-to-head or any event that gave coins out because it gave me an unfair advantage. And what does Ben Kurt do after he got those cards? He immediately jumped into a ranked game, and I think he beat the hell out of somebody with his new $4,000 team that he just got given. So it's crazy. At the end of the day, EA has always done things crazy, shadily. There's so much from back in the day, so much intel that I have that they have done wrong from way back in the day. That's crazy. That's insane. A lot of stories that I have never told that I've been told when I was in the inner circles of things, that is just crazy, and how they deal with things. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And if you guys made it this far in the video, if you guys haven't already, definitely hit your boy with a follow on Twitch. We stream every single day, and look forward to hearing from you guys, man. It's your boy GS. Oh, actually, I showed it and didn't have my screen shared. There it is right here. We stream every single day. Twitch.tv/Mr. Golden Sports. Would love if you guys have an opportunity to stop by, come hang out, kick it for a little bit. It's your boy GS. We're going to go ahead and be signing out. Until next time. Peace. Give it to me, baby. Yeah.